Hello everyone. So, I thought I'd do a little something fun today. Uh, thought I'd show my collection here of records and such, but specific parts of my collection. This is every album I have um, that contain former Lostwave songs. Uh, Lostwave songs, for those of you who do not know, or unknown songs as they're also called, are songs that are obscure. So you won't find these on Shazam, you won't find them on Spotify. Um, and these songs are usually recorded in the 70s and 60s and 80s and 90s um, by people who just recorded on cassette or something off the radio, and so these are songs that don't have an artist or song title attributed to them. Uh, and over the course of time, some of these songs are identified. The bands are identified, or artists, and the song titles are properly identified. And so I have the albums that some of these songs uh, are on. And these are songs that I like and I enjoyed, and so that's why I bought um, the albums. So I'm kind of going to go through, and I'm going to start, I think, in the order of when I bought them. So the first one is this one. The album is called Eureka. The artist is Richard Torrance. Um, Fortunately, have to. Oh, I'll open it up. I'll open it up here so you can see a picture of the man who recorded it. There he is. That's him, Richard Torrance, and he is an American musician. He's been around since at least the 70s, if not even the mid to late 60s. I'm not sure if he's still professionally recording, but I've seen interviews of his, and he's mentioned that he's performed in bands that have been the starting act or crowd warmer acts for major bands. I can't remember the names of them. I think the Eagles might have been one of them. And the Lostwave song featured, I don't know if you can see it, is the last song on side A, Traveling Minstrel. It was once known as The Fishes, and it was also known as Take Me Home, and it got identified the spring of 2022. And so, pretty quickly after it got identified, I bought this vinyl. And I've listened to it a fair number of times, and I really like it. It's sort of a soft rock kind of thing, um, and it's cool. It's on YouTube, so um, I encourage you to check it out. I may put links to all the songs talked about and featured. This next one was the second one I bought. The album is called Smasher, and the band is called Bulldog. You kind of tell from the front. And on the back here, this is a picture of them. And the Lostwave song that is former Lostwave song that is on here is number 4 on side A. Sorry, I think I covered it up. Bad Bad Girl, or as it was formerly known as Bad Girl Blues, I believe. That one I don't have as much information on. They're also an American band. I believe they are American. Actually, no, I know they're American, and they were around, I think, in the 70s and the 80s. And they're sort of, I, I guess I'd call them pop rock almost, kind of, for lack of a better term. And that one I also got in last year. The next one, actually, is kind of a fun one. This one, here you can kind of see the record, but I'm going to pull out the album cover. Boom. The album is called Party for Ya Life, and the artist is called Duke, or the Mighty Duke. And the song, Lost Wave song, former Lost Wave song that is featured on here is the one that's number 1 on side B, Ya. And it was formerly known by the title Every Time You Slow Down. And actually, this is one that I kind of have a little bit of information on how it all came about. So there was a man who uploaded a roughly 30-35 second snippet of the song onto YouTube. He was in Canada at, I can't remember what it was called. And this was, that song was playing on the speakers, and he recorded all he could before he had to leave. And so all he had gotten was that, and the first coherent lyrics that were heard in that clip was, "Yeah, every time you slow down." And so that became the placeholder title. And it was found this past spring, I believe. And it was actually found by the original uploader. I can't remember if it was on YouTube. I think it was on, he was able to find the place that they got all their music from. And he was going through the Calypso hits. And he found it. And so, as you might have guessed, Duke, aka the Mighty Duke, was a Calypso artist who got started, I believe, in the 60s. And this particular album was released in 1989. And I think he went through the 90s, maybe even the early 2000s. He unfortunately passed away in 2009. So, as others have pointed out, he unfortunately never got to enjoy a resurgence in that song. That album and these next 2 albums got around the same time pretty much. So this next one, in fact, I just listened to this one tonight. So it's a fun little one. The album is called My Time, Your Time, and the artist is called Straight Shooter. This man here in the picture is the lead singer. And once again, we get to see back of the record. And the Lostwave song featured on here was number 3 on side B, called Why. This one has to be my favorite placeholder title, because I have no idea why it was given this placeholder title, but it was given the title Green Eggs. Figure that one out for yourself. I have no idea why. And just like the last song I talked about, this one was available in snippets. I have no idea how this was found, this song was found, because the word why was never said in the snippets that were available. My best guess as to how it was found is recently I discovered this entire album has been posted to Spotify. So my guess is someone just for the hell of it decided to Shazam and found it. That's my guess. I don't know that for sure. But they are a German rock band. And kind of going off of the picture, I would say kind of hair metal, sort of. From Germany. I think mid-70s through the 80s. That's about all I got for that one, I think. This next one, probably one of my favorites. This one, the album is called Planet Earth, and this is by Tommy Graham and Friends. And I'll pull this out, see if I can find the song list. There you go, here's some pictures of them. Tommy Graham. And the one, I don't know if you can see it very well, the song on here that was the former Lostwave song was the one titled Right On. I don't really have much information on how it all came about, just that it was a Lostwave song. I think he's Canadian, and this was from, I think the 70s for sure, 1970s specifically, I believe. Kind of, again, pop rock, soft rock kind of thing. The song, it reminded me sort of Stuck in the Middle with You. It kind of had that sound to it. Not really sure if he's active today. That's kind of all I got there. Put this one away now. It's going to take a minute. These are always fun to put back in there. Pieces. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay, now we're in the home stretch. That's the last of the big vinyls I have. And I got the little ones. These were more recent additions. This one, this one's a little bit different because it's a single. That is one song on each side. This one, the song in question is called Can't Make It Without You. This is by Graham Layden, an English musician. This was made in the 70s, I believe 1975. He had a couple releases throughout the 70s. I think he had more music than he did, but those were kind of what I found on Discogs. He sadly passed away in 2013. But yeah, I actually uploaded the audio. That was kind of the big reason I bought this, was because no audio was available, and I thought, I'll buy it and put it on YouTube. So this one's definitely a soft rock, folksy kind of song. Love it. I love it. One of my favorites. This next one is another single. The song in question is, let's see if I can, there we go, is Love Me Baby Love Me Do by Thanks. This is sort of your average 1970s, you know, Beatles, Beach Boys kind of sound, except they're, I believe, German. Although they sing in English, but I believe they're German. And I bought this for the same reason. No audio was online. Well, let me rephrase that. For this one and the Graham Layden one, the audio was online of the incomplete songs, the uploads for the Lostwave. So, in the case of Graham Layden, about a minute and a half, minute and 20, and then for this one, about 30 seconds. So, I bought those two to, you know, contribute my little contribution, and I did like these songs, so I bought it for that too. This last one I have is actually the only one that's not a record, and it's this. It's the album's called Set You Free. It's by Eileen Barnes. Here's another picture of her on the back here. And the song in question, here I'll kind of move in closer so you get a good look at the titles. The song in question is called Up From the Ground. And just like with the Love Me Baby Love Me Do song, this one originally also was only on, well, it was on there in the form of a 30-second clip. This song, I don't know how to describe it. It's a unique sound, I think. I like it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. I've listened to a couple other songs on here so far. It's good too. I believe Eileen Barnes is still active today. I think she's American, although she seems to have a strong presence among the French. However, these songs are in English. And she actually posts quite a bit of live performances, including Up From the Ground, which is how the song was identified, because besides the original 30-second clip, the only upload, I believe, of this song on YouTube was the live performance posted by Eileen Barnes herself. And yeah, that about does it. That's my collection so far. Now, you know, I might do another video like this in the future when I get some more, and you know, kind of see what happens from here. So yeah, that's just kind of a little dive into all that, and I thought you might like to see that. So yeah, thanks for watching if you do. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.